My thought snobs better strap on their seatbelts today because I'm sitting here with David Waldy, the fierce empathy coach.
If you're here listening today, you hold the pen and you have so much more control than you think that you do. I had effectively adopted what we oftentimes refer to as a victim mindset. If only I had better parents, or if only there was a man who kind of took me under his wing. He was my youth pastor at church. And it wasn't until probably about a decade later that I learned about this term called grooming. Everything that I thought about what manhood was, my entire paradigm was completely destroyed. It led me into my entire 20s, what I would consider to be the dark ages. And I did worse, cursing God. And I remember being in my room and just seeing my little gun safe and thinking, you know what? No one's here. I need to be done with this. I believe without a shadow of a doubt that God intervened. He said some very clear things to me. I didn't hear them audibly. I felt them in my bones. That moment is when everything started to shift. And who we are today, all of that has been programmed based on our past. And I had to go through this process of learning how to shift my perspective.
I really did have to unlearn everything that I had been taught. How does a person rewire their brain?
And these aren't concepts that we were taught, right? So imagine you've got a Lego set. The only problem is you're not given an instruction manual. You have to decide what you want the final product to look like, your Lego set, what you want it to look like, because guess what? There's no instruction manual and you're free to decide. Most of us have been conditioned to believe that our external circumstance is what determines how we feel. You have to cultivate and plant those seeds and develop that emotional intelligence to where you come to the point where you realize, like, wait, I can have peace now. I can have joy now. I can feel successful now.